Hiya guys, and welcome back to my channel, the channel of the Italian Keto guy. If you are new, if this is the first time you happen to see me, my name is Giuseppe, 47 years old, and from the 15th of July 2018 or 2018, I have been following the keto way of eating. I don't consider it to be a diet, but a way of eating to be followed until the end. When I started this keto way of eating, this lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, but diet, I said to myself, well, cheese, meat, fish, it's kind of boring. So I said, why don't try to convert the traditional recipes, the recipes with a lot of carbs, into keto ones whenever it is possible. And so the channel was born. And thanks to you, only thanks to you, this channel is going great. Today, another Italian recipe. Next week, I will do the muffin, so it should be an American one, if I'm not wrong, but next week I will be more precise. Today, cannoli, Sicilian cannoli, those kind of tubes stuffed with ricotta sheep. Anyway, let's jump straight onto the recipe. I did those cannoli 4 times. I wasted a lot of almond flour, and then after the recipe I will tell you why. Let's see straight away. "150 grams of almond flour, 30 grams of psyllium husk, 30 grams of erythritol, 10 grams of xanthan gum, 2 teaspoons, 5 grams of cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder. Let's give a good stir so that we can blend all the dry ingredients together. And I suggest you to sieve the unsweetened cocoa powder, because as you can see there are some lumps on the left, still being formed, so it's better that you sieve the unsweetened cocoa powder. Liquid ingredients: 2 eggs, the most complete food in nature, the eggs, and 60 grams of warm water. Now break the eggs and then begin mixing. At first the dough will be sandy, but then keep kneading and you will see that it takes form the body and it becomes compact and leaves the border of the bowl clean, as you can see. Put it into a cling film and let it rest for 20 minutes so that the psyllium husk can do its job. Once you have done this, put a cling film layer on the tabletop, on the counter, and use this cup. And this cannelloni is a kind of pasta shape cannelloni. If you don't have it, you can buy the tubes on Amazon for making the cannoli. If you use the cannelloni pasta shape, be sure to apply a foil layer on it, so it will be easier for you later to take them out. With a rolling pin, keep first with your fingertips, stretch the dough, and then use the rolling pin to make it as thin as possible. You will be needing some coconut flour to be sprinkled on the top, or you can use bamboo or oat fiber so that the rolling pin won't stick to the dough while you stretch it. Try to stretch it as thin as possible. Yeah, this is the coconut flour, but I buy it in Italy. Try to stretch it as thin as possible, and then with the cup cut the round shape. Again, the diameter of the cup should be equal to the length of the tubes you use, otherwise then the pasta, the dough will be falling down. So as I showed you before, be sure to use a cup which has the same diameter of the length of the pipe where you wrap the dough on. With doses I gave you, 8 cannoli come out, but you can see only 6 now because I have to knead again the leftover, the dough that has will be left. You can see now in a while I collect the dough that was left and I stretch it again. So 8 cannoli, sorry. Cannelloni is the kind of pasta, yeah, this one. So wrap the dough on it. Be sure to seal the borders. Okay. Do not squeeze the top, the other side. As you can see, leave some space, some gap, so that later after the cooking will be easier for you to remove the pipe or the cannelloni pasta shape according to whatever you have used. Go on for all of them. Yeah, those are the 2 ones that I reused by fan oven 180 Celsius degrees or 350 Fahrenheit. Okay, you see it's much easier to take them out of the cannoli shape, sorry, by putting the foil, and that's it. Now we prepare the stuffing, the filling. 400 grams of ricotta sheep, 100 grams of powered erythritol, and you can use more, you can use less, it's up to you if you want it sweeter or less sweet. Now with a spatula squeeze the ricotta and let it blend with the erythritol, so to form a soft cream. The ricotta was in the fridge, so by using first the spatula and then the hands, it is much better to use our wonderful hands. You see, you can create a soft cream, you can make a soft cream. Now add the chocolate drops. Here in Italy I couldn't find them, but in for example on the US you can find some chocolate drops from Amazon that are really low in carbs, so you can use those ones. Here in Italy I had to crush some 95% dark chocolate, and then for the final cream, that you have to put in a piping bag, if I'm not wrong, in a piping bag, and then you will use this piping bag, yeah, to fill the cannoli. First one side and then the other side. Okay, go deep, okay, so that the whole inner part of the cannoli is filled, and then go on to complete all the remaining cannoli. Okay, the pistachios step is optional, but believe me, they are they are neglectable. The carbs that you add, you can definitely make some prepare some pistachios and coat the cannoli inside the pistachio. Then some powered erythritols to be sprinkled on the top, and that's it. You have made the cannoli, the Sicilian keto cannoli. And as usual, after the preparation of the recipe, the tasting. They are huge cannoli because of the piece of raw pasta I used. It's called cannelloni. Don't get confused, cannoli, cannelloni. But if you buy the tubes, the steel tubes you can find online, they have different diameter, so it will be even smaller this part and shorter. Anyway, buon appetito! They are sublime, delicious. The ricotta sheep with the erythritol sweetener is delicious. It conquers your palate. I can't taste the almond flour at all. Believe me, they are really delicious. And here we are. So why did I repeat the recipe 4 times? Well, you people like my recipes because they're simple, quick, few ingredients. So at first I tried to avoid the xanthan gum in the dough. The xanthan gum is needed to make to give elasticity and bindness to the gluten-free dough. And so in this case I said, okay, let me see if I'm able to fold the dough around the pipe. In this case I didn't use a pipe, a tube, a steel tube, but I used the kind of pasta we have in Italy, as you have seen. But it cracked. It cracked. Then I said, okay, I can squeeze it around the cannolone, the kind of pasta. But then I said, when I have to, after the cooking, when I have to take it out, it won't. It will be sticked. So okay, let me use xanthan gum. So twice. The third time I used the xanthan gum again, but the amount of water was not enough. The dough was tough, not elastic enough. So I said, okay, I found finally the right amount of water, and this is the recipe that I present to you. Anyway, can I avoid the almond flour? I'm not intolerant. Yes, you can. And also, if you don't like nuts because of the high amount of omega-6 who are inflammatory, if I pronounce it correctly, you can use flaxseed, linseed flour, the golden ones. So with erythritol is a nice dough in the mouth, a nice taste. So I guess you can use bamboo fiber, a psyllium husk with golden flaxseed and the rest of the ingredients, just to replace the almond flour. You can freeze them, you can store them with the cling film, covered by cling film in up to 1 week, but I don't think you will because they are so delicious. And yes, that's it. So I hope you like them. It was really hard to make this recipe, honestly. If you don't find the pipes, the tube, the steel tubes, you can try that pasta I showed you in the video. I'm sure in your country it will be available. Italian pasta is everywhere, unfortunately, because of the dangers of gluten. And yeah, I think you can find it. If you like the video, please subscribe. I'm close to 6,000 followers, and I would like to close this year with 10,000 followers. So I definitely need your help. The channel is growing, and thanks to you I'm getting so much success. It's you guys with your support who make me be successful. So share the video if you like it, and subscribe by hitting the red statement below. Next week, the muffin, the savory muffin first. So I'm welcoming you again next week with another nice recipe. Alla prossima, ciao!